Yo, what's good, traders? This is your boy Jada Barbing. Y'all another upload this week, man. And in this week's review, I'm gonna be reviewing Hola Prime futures, right? So I stumbled across this broker from watching one of the trading content creators that I watch. His name was Trader Nick. And he mentioned this prop firm, and then that was the first time I ever heard of it. So I figured, why not go ahead and just do a prop firm review on it, because these are the videos that have been doing the most, getting the most interaction on my channel. So I have other videos also on my channel. You guys feel free to check those out as well. I have other prop firm reviews and also like some trading psychology videos I post and everything of the sort. So, but before we get into that, ask you guys, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new upload. All right, so without further ado, Hola Prime futures. So I'm assuming they're pretty new to the future space. Also too, I'm kind of getting over a cold, so if you hear me sniffling a lot, like that's why. But they're relatively new to the future space. They've had a forex firm, but because I haven't been trading forex in like the past couple of years, ever since like all the regulations and everything came through, I want to say back in like 2024, when I went ahead and made the transition over to futures. Um, I did not hear about this firm before then, right? But now they have like the other uh forex firms that are working in the U.S. They're slowly starting to transition over into offering futures products, right? So yeah, and I think that's good for us as traders, especially retail traders. I feel like that's really good for us because now these other firms are having to be in competition, and they try to offer us the best product, right? But so here we go. This is their model. We are traders. We get the grind of futures trading. I mean, relatively new product, but okay, because we've lived it, right? And right here they have Carl Anthony Towns, right? But we're not here for Cat, right? We're not here for him, all right? But good luck to you the rest of the season, my guy. So yeah. So for January only, and today's the 22nd. That's the day I'm filming this video on Thursday. But so they do have activation fees on these accounts, right? Um, I want to say from what I saw, the activation fees are $149 after you pass the challenge, if you do the challenge. They also have instant funded accounts also, but I'm gonna get down there in a bit. But for the rest of January, they're having no activation fees on any accounts that you purchase, I guess. And yep. All right. I guess these are some testimonies from several of their traders that they've made payouts to. So yeah. So they have one step challenges and they also have direct funding challenges, right? Let's see. So they do allow news trading. I'll probably go to the FAQ and check that out, or the trading rules and check that out. But obviously, with futures accounts, not many firms allow weekend holding. Especially, I don't see anywhere where they mention like having a path to live anywhere on the site just yet. But I'll probably go into FAQs and find that. Um, but yeah, another thing that I don't like either. Well, they offer crypto, so I guess anybody who wants to utilize crypto, hey, go right ahead. I'll be honest though, $787 for a 100K crypto account, 100K like challenge account. I think that's a little insane to me. But hey, yeah, $800 for a challenge account. Yeah, nah. Let's see. I'm just curious about some of their other products. And Forex was their go-to, so of course, they got different account options and everything for those. They can do a direct. Wow, $1,200 for a direct account is insane to me. But these are all of the different. There's another thing that I don't like about the future side of it just yet. So the only platform they have is DX Futures, right? And that's DX Trade. Before I made the transition over to futures, I was trading with the funded trader, right? And they got rid of the MetaTrader 5 and they put in DX Trade, and I absolutely despised that platform. It was like so many glitches going in. I would try to put in orders and they wouldn't put them in, or it would like delay them getting in. And then something happened where a lot of people lost their accounts, or their accounts got quote unquote breached because of like a software issue. Um, what's going on with that software. and they actually had to like basically just give everybody the accounts back. And yeah, it was just a whole mess of things, right? And I was just like, I hated this platform. So I'm gonna be honest, I had a little bit of a bias here going into this review, because when I see that the only thing they had was DX futures or DX trade platform, I was like, oh no, I'm not going through with it. But that was just my experience, and like a whole bunch of other people, a whole bunch of their other customers. Um, yeah, it was a whole thing, right? So yeah, that's why I wasn't too high on this firm going into this review. But this is relatively new because I actually skimmed over the site a little bit a couple weeks ago, right? But yeah, so now apparently they're working on getting TraderVate and NinjaTrader integrated, so that'll be great, right? Would this be a firm that I would still do business with? Well, we are yet to see that, right? But so the one step prime challenge profit target 6%, pretty standard. Most firms are like 5 to 6%, so that's standard. Trailing drawdown, so they do have a trailing drawdown. I'm not sure if that's end of day trailing or intraday trailing. And then they also have a payout request. So 500 days and $200 or more consistency. There's a consistency requirement of 40%. So there's a 40% consistency rule, and I guess you get weekly payouts up to 80% of how much you make, right, for the week, and how much you request for, right. Um, let's see. They got a discount code right here, 35% off. They also have monthly fees, right? And a couple of the other firms that I've already reviewed on my channel, like the one I did last week. Crap, I can't remember. Not last week, a couple weeks ago. I can't remember the name of it. Dang it. But they didn't have these they don't have the monthly fees, right? They have the one-time fees. So yeah, like I said, a couple of the firms that I've reviewed. Matter of fact, don't worry about it. There's gonna be a playlist at the end of the video. You guys can click them and go through them. But yeah, and I also have them in the title, like no monthly fees, right? So yeah, go check those videos out. But but yeah, so like I said, I guess since they're relatively new to the future space, I guess this is how they want to go about it. They want to go to the standard model of how it's always been. You pay a monthly fee for these accounts, right? So right now with the sale for the 100K account, it's $89 a month, which isn't pretty bad, considering it's a 100K account. Because I've seen some firms, they want like 135 or so, like 100 plus dollars a month for like a challenge account for futures, right? Which isn't pretty bad. Also, too, the contract sizes aren't pretty bad either. So this is 10 minis and up to 100 micros. So that's pretty standard. That's pretty good. I like that. So yeah. So we have that. I would say I wouldn't do business with this firm unless they get TraderVate or NinjaTrader in here, because like I said, I absolutely despise the DX Trade platform. It is my opinion just absolute utter garbage, right? But yeah, they also have 150K accounts. Again, I think these are pretty fairly priced, right? I'm gonna get into the trading rules in a little bit, but I'm gonna go direct to the direct account. So this is the instant funding. So this is what I do not like about this product that they offer, right? So they're offering a 100K account, right, for $558 a month. No, $600 a month. Like you gotta. That's no. That just don't sit right with me, right? That just does not sit right with me, because the futures firms that do offer instant funding accounts, they're one-time fees. But charging $558 a month, this is with a discount. The regular price is actually $700 a month. So charging $700 a month for an instant funding account, when I've seen so many other futures firms not offer a product like this or have this monthly fee associated with it, automatically no. Automatically, I don't think this is worth it. Yeah, if you get a payout, cool. But it's just like, what if you don't? Now you got to front $600, right? Or you got to front $700, right, for the month that you might not have. I don't know everybody's situation. Everybody's different, right? But yeah. So automatically, I'm not too crazy about the direct account, the direct funding option. I think they really need to. I doubt they'll ever watch this video, because I'm a small content creator right now. But in the event that they are watching, y'all need to change this because no, no, 'cause, like especially because like you guys just started this product or just came out with this futures product, right? And there's so many other firms that already have like an established customer base, right? So this right here is an immediate turnoff, right? When they can go to like say a Tradeify, they could go to Tradeify and pay a simple one time fee, right? Just pay a simple one time fee. They can do that, especially for a lot cheaper. Because right here is like $500 something, but like a 100K account, with a Tradeify with a discount is like easily like about $300 or so, like a little over $300, right? So automatically the value and the price and the monthly fee, no, just no. All right, change this. So let's see. I want to go to some of the trading rules right here. Uh, I can't wait to be over this. I can't wait to be over this. I just can't. Okay, so they do have live accounts. All right, so they offer eligible traders live account transitions. All right. It says traders who demonstrate discipline, strong risk management, consistent profitability, included but not limited to getting 10 payouts and earning at least $50,000 in rewards. So earning 50, so either earn, or you have to do both. So you have to get at least get 10 payouts, up to 10 payouts, and at least earn $50,000 in payouts. All right, with the funded account. All right, let's see. Inactivity. Well, dang, if there's no trading activity in your challenge account for more than a calendar week from Sunday to Friday, the account would be subject to closure and inactivity. That's another thing that you also got to watch out for too, man. Like with these funded accounts, it's like a lot of them have this inactivity rule or disclosure inside of with their funded accounts. And basically, like if you don't trade on it, they'll basically just close the account, which I think is a little insane to me. But hey, I feel like I did the work to get funded. Is maybe I just don't want to trade this week. I'm pretty sure that like they say like you can let them know, but it's just what if I don't want to trade this week? You know what I mean? Like, but hey, what do I know? I think a week is pretty crazy. That's just my personal opinion, though. It's their company, their product. They do what they want, right? But just giving a little feedback here. Um, let's see. Trading rules, challenge account. So it's an end of day trailing drawdown. So I don't see anything. Okay, so far I only see that they have end of day trailing drawdown balances. I don't see anything about intraday. So yeah, there's no requirement for minimum trading days. So you can pass the account. You can pass the challenge account. I guess in one day if you wanted to. I guess that's pretty nice. They also have a consistency rule, so it's a 40% consistency rule. Here's all the math associated behind it. Let's see. Let's see. I'm assuming this is on a 100K account too, right? Yeah. All right. Total profit of at least $28,000. All right. So yeah, just based off of a 100K account. Let's see. They got contract size. Let's see. You can do your contract sizing. News and swing trading. Let's see. So they don't have any restrictions on news trading, so you can trade during news events like NFP if you wanted to. All right, but they do have that disclaimer like, listen, we'll let y'all do it. However, if you decide to trade during the NFP, whatever happens is on you, right? So yeah, weekend holding. They don't allow trading over the weekends, and that's because with futures, in order to swing trade or hold positions open overnight or over the weekend, you have to have the margin inside of the account, right? Because they charge fees for the trades that you take, right? So you got to be sure that you have the margin inside of your account. But because these are simulated accounts and they're giving us payouts off of the simulated accounts, it's not something that they can necessarily like let you do, right? Especially like if you get funded with a live account, right? When you get funded with a live account, I'm assuming they're fronting all those fees for you. So they just decide that they don't want to deal with it at all, right? So yeah. Let's see. Close all trades before 3:30 Friday, blah blah blah. And yeah. All right. Risk limits. I don't think this really. Well, yeah, I saw this. I went over this on the first page. These are all the different contract sizes. So this is minis and this is the micros. You can make money with micros. Trust me, you can make money trading micros. In my opinion, using micro contracts is a lot better because it allows you to really define your risk a lot more. Whereas with the mini contracts, you kind of just let's say for example you're on the you're on the ES, right? Generally, a 1 point move costs about $50. So if you have a 20 point stop, you're risking $1,000, right? Versus if you use the mini contracts or the micro contracts, right? Uh, those contracts are $5 per point, right? So yeah, so they're $5 per point. So if you have a 20 point stop, you're risking $100. So yeah, it is a lot easier to manage risk with the micros, and they're actually pretty generous with the amount of micro contracts they allow you on these accounts, right? On a 100K account, right? Because I've seen some firms say one mini and 10 micros, right? Still doable, still manageable, but they give you a lot of leeway to like really manage your risk with the amount of micro contracts that they'll let you use, right? So trading, um, you get the best trading platform. Like I said, my opinion, that platform, my experience, that platform is absolute just dog water. That's just my opinion, though, right? Not trying to rain on anybody's parade, but just in my opinion, that DX trade, DX futures, whatever they want to call themselves, absolute dog water. All right. Let's see. You can trade the equity index. You can also trade the cryptocurrency futures on their, on I guess on DX trade. I haven't looked into crypto futures yet. I might be something I can do a video on later. But hey, let's see. Rewards, all our prime accounts. You got to have at least 5 winning days of $200. That's pretty standard in the industry. So you can request a reward with 80% profit split every 5 calendar days after the first executed trade on your Hola Prime account. All right. To consistency requirements. That's again the 40% consistency rule. The minimum payout request is 125,000. Okay, so they also have maximum payouts. So you can't take out more than $3,000 per payout, right? Let's see. So after receiving 7 payouts per account, so after 7 payouts, you can request up to 100% of the profits as a payout. Okay, that's what's up. All right, so instead of 80% of 3,000, you get the whole 3,000. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's dope. That's dope. Hold on, I need to wipe my nose really quick here. Ooh, sheesh. Wow. I can't wait to get over this. I really can't. Let's see. Do 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 do. They do bank wire and they do pay the crypto and also do Rise, right? The minimum amount is 500 and there's a flat fee of $25, so just keep that in mind, I guess. Let's see. There's no limit to the number of challenges that can be purchased by a trader. So you can purchase as many accounts that you want, I guess. However, the maximum total capital allocation across all funded Hola Prime accounts, whether obtained through challenges or direct accounts, is capped at 400,000. So I guess so in a way that is a limit. Okay. So if you want 400, if you get 400K accounts, that's the max you can have. Or you can get, say, 850K accounts, and that'll be 400,000. Okay. All right, cool. All right. So the number of live accounts per user is 1. All right. So only get 1 live account. All right. But I wonder if you can like combine all of the accounts that you have. Well, actually, no, I guess it's just strictly, hey, you have 100K accounts and you only get 1 live account. All right, so cool. Prohibits trading strategies. Blah, blah. I guess we'll click here. Hyperactivity, gambling, speculative, blah, blah, blah. All right. Nothing really here. Let's see. Are the rules any different for the direct account? Still end of day trailing. All right, that's cool. Still end of day trailing. Let's see. Swing. Okay, so for the direct accounts, the news trading is not allowed. So during that 10-minute window, so 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after, right? So yeah, there's a 10-minute window where you can't. They won't let you, or they'll penalize you for taking positions, right? So 5 minutes prior to NFP, don't take a position, and 5 minutes after NFP, you're not allowed to take a position. Okay, cool. All right. But if you get in the trade, say, before the news event happens at a decent time, they won't penalize you for it if you're holding through the position. All right, cool. All right, let's see. And that's only for high impact. Okay, so they specify it's only for high impact news events. But if you do like um the low to medium impact news, they can be traded normally during those hours. So like the orange and yellow folder news days, right? So all right, that's cool. I'm glad that they specify that. Let's see. Risk limits. All right, so six minis, 60 micros, trading to DX futures. Boo. Yeah. All right. Anything I want to look at in the FAQs? I'm gonna check it out real quick. They also offer one-on-one coaching. That's pretty dope. They have offer one-on-one coaching. I'm pretty sure you need a funded account or you need to pass a challenge account to get access to that. But let's see. They really don't have much of an FAQ page. Let's see. Do we really need to go into this? I don't think we really need to go into this. Yeah. Just curious right here. Let's see. You know, why not? Just for the video. All right, so like I said earlier in the video, at the very beginning, they charge $149 activation fee when you pass the challenge, right? So there you guys go. But yeah, so Hola Prime, there we go. That we're gonna wrap this review up here. But Hola Prime, like I said, like I'm not necessarily opposed to the firm or to the product they offer. I just think that they could if they change some things around and they could really kind of, you know, be up there with the competition of new firms, because I don't mind the monthly fees as long as like they're affordable, you know, or they're reasonable, right? But like this right here, this instant funding, $600 without the discount, $700 a month for the instant funding. That's just nah. Like you can go to TraderFi, you can go to Top One and get a instant funding account for way cheaper than that, and it's only a one-time fee, right? Like Top One Futures, I want to say that instant funding 100K account was like about 300, a little over $300, almost $400, but it's a one-time fee and it's way cheaper than $700, right? So yeah, I just no, the instant funding product, it's a no for me, right? But like I said, also DX futures, in my experience, dog water, right? Uh, yeah, I mean they might have improved over the past couple of years, but I just know I don't want nothing to do with that platform because of the experience that I had. So it's a no for me right now. But maybe once they bring in TraderVate and NinjaTrader and probably change around some of these the pricing scales that they have, I might be fully on board with, like, if recommended this as an account or a funding account that people can pay for and you know, try to get a payout from, right? So with that being said, guys, if you guys stayed to watch the video this long, I really do appreciate it. It helps my channel continue to grow. And yeah, like I said, I have other videos of me reviewing other prop firms and also too, like some psychology stuff, right? So feel free to go check those out. I would greatly appreciate it. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and y'all let me know what y'all think of Hola Prime Futures, right? So with that being said, this is y'all boy Jay Davari. Turn on that notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a new upload. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.